What's up traders, welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard trading coach. I'll be doing a live trading session, live analysis and live discussion about all aspect of trading. As you can see, today is a very volatile day. Back to back three important pairs coming up: GBP, JPY and dollar news coming just 1.5 hours later from this time. So we'll be analyzing the market to see which way we can find trading opportunity in relation to this news, and I'll look at all of them, guys, including gold and dollar pairs as well as JPY pairs, GBP pairs. So which one you are trading, let me know in the live chat. Okay, before I begin, make sure you give a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. So I was looking at gold, and now gold, as you can see, gold has dropped after grabbing multiple times liquidity from this significant level of resistance, and we are on a trade that you can see which running in profit. Now let's look at in what situation we can find another opportunity on gold. If I look at I will be starting with the daily on gold. Now from the daily perspective, we see that gold is as you can see, it's a long-term bearish market. If you look at the daily price action, we can see that with this daily resistance line, the price has created this move towards the downside. Now with that movement on gold, this is the daily price action where we have seen that gold currently below the daily support level. If you look at this daily support, we can see that this is a very important daily support level, and we have seen that the price tested this support multiple times as a resistance. Okay, so this support here, down resistance here, and we saw that the price tested this level multiple times, and with that support down resistance, we can expect now gold to continue to drop. And this is what happened yesterday. You have seen after creating series of lower high in that important zone, gold has a massive breakdown. Now today so far, as expected, gold is down. Okay, and I think that we might see the price is coming back down below this level as news is coming, and we could see that the market is coming down for a deeper drop. Now from 4 hour, we can see the candle is where the market opened in the opening and closing zone after the previous 4 hours massive drop. The market again forming this bearish price action. I think that we could see continuation, because if you look at the overall picture in the market, we can see that this price from bigger picture perspective, this is the resistance line, and the price is respecting this resistance, and we could see that gold moving towards the downside along this direction. Now from the 1 hour perspective, now you can see this is a 1 hour chart where we saw that the market grabbed liquidity, okay, in this 1 hour candle, and with that liquidity grab, the price had a drop as expected. Now if we look at the 15 minutes, we can see that this is where price grab liquidity twice. We had two trades in that zone, so there is a massive liquidity grab. How many times you can see the price? This is the main thing that I look at. When you see this kind of liquidity grab, the price must drop. Now if you look at this long wick candle here on gold, on the 15 minutes, we see that the price grab liquidity from here, created this long wick candle, followed by we have seen another bearish candle. So it's a very strongly falling market on gold, and I think that the market might continue to drop after going up, grabbing liquidity. We could see that the price is dropping down towards the direction, and this is the trade that you can see we have open early today on gold along with the Euro GBP. Both of the trade very successful. So if you look at this 15 minutes candle, this is where I find the entry along with the 20 EMA. As you can see, if I turn on our TF strategy, this is the perfect example of TF strategy that it worked. Let me guys, I'm still that. So very cold in Sydney. So you saw that with that crossover of 20 EMA, the price has rejected from this level. And if we look at this here, okay, this is a long wick candle on 15 minutes time frame, and with that long wick candle, after crossing this high, the price has a massive rejection towards the downside. Now, what I think that as the news is coming, we might see some upside pullback, and then we could see that gold again dropping towards the downside. All right, so this one is with gold. Let me see what you guys are up to. Thank you for joining, Jeb. Yo, thank you very much. Good afternoon, coach. Welcome, coach. Thank you, Zara. Good afternoon. Thank you. Good afternoon. Good day, coach. CAD CHF on the daily. Looks like price touched the daily 20 UMA. Continually buy. Okay, we'll be looking at that. Okay, so you can see gold trying to create that expected bearish price action that we see in this market. Now we still have 1 hour and 30 minutes for the news to come up. I think that gold is bearish. I don't see that any sensible reason for bullish, because if you look at the daily, it is a downtrending market, and we can expect for the price to so we see that possibly if you look at this bigger picture, this is a long-term downtrending market, so I'll remain bearish on gold, and I think that highly likely it will continue to drop. So we'll see over time. We'll come back. Another trade, guys, Euro GBP. This is just today we have opened, and we close to it 2 times profit on this one as well. Let's see. Now, trading, as I mentioned, it's all about learning and growing. It's not about a trade that I send or copying. I would say that it's more on understanding how the market was. So let me tell you that why I take this Euro GBP trade. Now, Euro GBP, this trade also was sent out along with the UD and ZD. Now Euro GBP, you can see when I took the trade is here, okay, and this is 2 to 1. First of all, you can see 2 to 1 reward to risk is a very good reward to risk, and from that zone on Euro GBP, as you can see, after grabbing liquidity from here, the price has gone up. Now when I send this trade, if you look at closely, what do you see? That you see there is a liquidity gap here, there is a liquidity gap here, okay. So what did I look at in the market? This is the first thing. As I mentioned, there are 3 secrets in the market. So there are 3 secrets in the market: is market structure, liquidity, and price action. So if you look at Euro GBP, probably you have asked me, someone of you in the previous session, that which way Euro GBP is heading, and this is what I mentioned, that Euro GBP is bullish. And you can see here there is a massive liquidity grab. The price has made a move, we have seen another one, and then the price has made another move. Now this is the lower time frame price section where I have entered this Euro GBP trade. Now if we look at the monthly, now what do we see on the monthly? See, where did I look at the bigger picture? Always, the bigger picture is the key. Okay, not only in trading, every aspect in our life, bigger picture will give you a very clear idea of anything that you want in life or in trading or in any aspect of our life. There is a, if you don't know how to look at bigger picture, any area of our life, you can look at there is a philosophy called stoicism, very ancient philosophy. And in stoicism there is an exercise called the bird's eye view. That's a very important concept. So bird eye view means like, let's say you imagine at the top, flying bird, and then you look at the world from the top. And when you look at from that top, from very up in the sky, what happens is that a person can realize that how insignificant we are as a human being on the earth. This is a very important thing to look at. If you want to manifest anything, let's say you want to manifest more money in life, in trading, or you want to create the life that you want to create, the biggest obstacle here is the ego. Okay, ego is like, it's everyone have that, it's completely fine to have, but one must need to check that one to achieve anything in life. And ego is like, it's a survival. Like ego is like, for example, it helps us to survive so that we can feel significant now. But in this modern world, okay, I think if you want to be successful, then you need to rewire your brain, that reptilian brain that we have. And when we, it's a paradoxical, to find a great self-worth, one first need to know how insignificant we are in comparison with the whole universe. And this is where the bigger picture will help. Now similarly, if you look at the bigger picture on trading, if you look at this one here on the monthly, this is where the trade was taken, you can see. And this is the monthly support level. Okay, and from that support, price has a bounce. Now why this level is so important is because you see, this is the monthly liquidity candle. Okay, and after quite a few months, almost 6 months or 5 months later, the price has come down to that level. Okay, to this zone where you can see that this is where the price grabbed liquidity and then had a bounce to the upside. Now with that bounce, what happened is that if you look at the weekly, now if you watch my weekly forex forecast also, this is what I mentioned there. Now with this bullish candle, okay, now this is the weekly candle, there's a long wick at the top, healthy body. We saw that the market has come down for a deeper pullback and then bounce. I think that we could see Euro GBP is going further, and in that movement, I have drawn a level here. I think Euro GBP might go back to this resistance line where this you see this doji. This doji is quite significant resistance here. So if we look at the daily, now from the daily perspective, we see that the price is maintaining that pattern that we are expecting going up. And as GBP news is coming, if So if we see that GBP, is getting weaker, we might see that Euro GBP is bouncing to the upside and moving up to the resistance line. So there is a high probability. And if you look at the daily price action on Euro GBP, we can see that there is an inverted head and shoulder here. Break from this inverted head and shoulder, the price has gone up to this has broken out of the inverted head and shoulder. It's a reversal call, what I see that on Euro GBP. Now with that reversal, what you saw that the price has now highly likely will move to the upside, and this support here, which is turning resistance here, and highly likely that we could see Euro GBP will breaking that high and then coming down, or maybe continuing to the upside, because already back to back 4-5 months was in a downtrend, and we could see the market now might go up to break this high to create new higher high. So Euro GBP is bullish, and we have taken the trade. We closed with profit 221, and again once we will find that, we'll be entering again. Now if you want to also trade with us and also see all the trade that I'm posting, okay, gold trade, Euro GBP, and all the instrument that we are trading in Forex Trading Wizard Academy, you can join us. There is a link in the description area, and also there is a link at the top of the chat. Click the link, visit the website, and then you will be able to access all the things that we have, all my strategies, as well as all the trading tools, and also all the content. And there is a VIP chat group available also to have an interaction with all the traders that trading with us. Great opportunity. I'll invite you to do that. Link in the description, also link at the top of the chat. Visit the website. Any question, let the live agent know. Aiza is there, she will be able to help you any question that you have. Good evening, coach. Hope you are doing good. Yeah, I'm good, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much. Hi coach, what's your take on DXY? I will be looking at that DXY. CAD, yep. Can you buy GBP USD? No, I see. We'll look at that. I didn't look at yet. GBP USD. Kakulan, Deborah. Yep. CAD CHF, please. I will be looking at that. AUD CAD. Also gold. Yep. Coach, please tell something about AUD and ZD. Yep. NASDAQ. Yep. Let's look at GBP pairs, because JPY, GBP, and USD, these are three very important pair now as the news is coming. So what do you see that on GBP USD? You have seen our pre-London session live on, this is what I was mentioning on GBpusd when I was planning to go short on GBP USD, and from that zone the price is in fact massive drop. Now if we look at this market on from the daily perspective, already the price below the daily 20 EMA, and I think that GBP USD might be if we look at the weekly, we can see that there is a weekly price action, a significant drop, and from the daily as well we see that the market has a drop from the 4-hour. Okay, so after grabbing liquidity here, GBP USD had a drop, and if we look at the weekly again, what I think that because this market overextended, let's look at the monthly as well. Now from the monthly, what I see that GBP USD so far created a bullish move. As the monthly close is coming, I think we might see the market coming back down here. Okay, coming down for a deeper pullback, and with that pullback we could see when GBP USD testing this trend line, this support level, and then we could see that GBPUSD going up. So there is a probability for downside now for at least short term. So if we look at the daily on GBPUSD, we can see that from the daily and 4 hour, so bearish. Now the price already has broken this support level on GBPUSD. Okay, and what I think that, guys, if we look at the bigger picture, we see potentially downside. Now news will be a big player here, because when the news will show a clear direction, we might see that GBPUSD going either to the downside for a bigger drop, or we could see again a reversal. So for short term, we see a downside. Now Euro GBP, with that one, Euro is GBP getting weaker and weaker than Euro, so Euro GBP, we see that movement to the upside. But GBP JPY has completely the other way around. Then the dollar yen is up. GBP JPY has come to a very important level. If we look at this daily price action on GBP JPY, this is a very strong rejection from the top. Now this market is a long-term bullish market. I always trade with the trend is the key. Key to be profitable is always trading with the trend, right? So if you look at GBP JPY, we see that this is a market that has made this move, and from this level we can see the price so far from the weekly had a rejection to the downside on the weekly. If we look at the daily, from the daily we can see that this is the support level on the daily perspective. And I think because there is a monthly close coming, I think we could see some downside for a deeper pullback, and then we might see that GBP JPY again bouncing back, because they said that Rome is not built in one day. A trend is not also built in one day, and it's not gonna end in one day as well. So anytime we could see GBP JPY, it's in a liquidity zone, GJ. This is a very significant level of support. It's just broken and has come to an important liquidity zone, and anytime we could see that potential reversal. If we see that, we will look for an entry, because I normally love trading this kind of market, when especially if the market breaks against the trend. This is the key to success as a trader. You might have heard that buy from higher high, sell from lower low. I say that buy from local breakdown, sell from local breakdown as well. So GJ already locally down. All right, we see that the market structure is violated, swing low is broken, and anytime we could see the market is reversing back to the upside. Now going back to gold, guys, we see that gold, this is the trade that also on gold we are running. Now let me tell you what made me to take this trade, so that you guys know exactly what I am thinking. Information is transferable, so let's look at that. Now if you look at, I'm replaying the chart, if you look at this candle, okay, what do you see? That this is where the market. First of all, when we were in pre-London session live, price was breaking down from here, and from that level so from that level on gold, what do you see? That you can see the price has a drop, and this structure is quite interesting. You can see, if you look at these, see, first of all, the price initially has tested the 20 EMA and then has dropped, and then next one just has gone up again, you can see, and triggered all the liquidity. Okay, this is where I talk about the liquidity is the key aspect of trading, and you can see after that the price has dropped massively, and it's on the downside. Now this trade we close half profit and the other half is running, and I'm gonna see that it's a risk-free trade. Stop loss here. Now if it moves to the upside, we will be out of the trade with half profit. If it drops, then we'll take the full 2 times profit on this one as well, along with the Euro GBP. Let's see how it goes, guys. If you want to be also part of that, you can do that. There's a link in the description. Also there is a link at the top of the chat. Click the link and then visit the website. You will receive all the trade that I'm trading, and also all the strategy that I'm using to trade, and all the trading tools. Now what made me to take this trade, you can see this, this is our TF strategy indicator. Now if you are our lifetime member, you can access this indicator from your dashboard. If you are not, then I invite you to join lifetime access plan so that you can access this TF indicator. Will help you to understand, but I don't recommend you to to take to use the TF indicator until you go through the strategy. This is very important that you first go through the strategy, learn the rules, and then you use that TF strategy indicator. Okay, so there is only 1 hour news remaining. 1 hour. Let's look at the Forex factory to see looking at calendar. Okay, so 11:30 p.m. in my zone is GBP. Bailey will speak. JPY also USD speaks. So all of them are speaking. I think that gold might drop. Let's see how it does. I don't expect it to move up. If we are GBP USD, can you look at place? Yeah, absolutely. We'll be looking at that. Okay, so gold, yeah, was awesome trade on gold, and Euro GBP, I mean, awesome, very good. Those trade, can you, yeah, absolutely, we discussed already. I'll go back again. Now you can see Euro GBP is still moving to the upside. It's a very now bullish market. If you are trading in any kind of account, either in a funded account or in your own account, if you find the right trade in the right time and take the trade with right strategy, anyone can be profitable as a trader. And I would recommend that stick to trading if you really love trading. When I started my trading in the beginning, I didn't understand anything. Okay, I just randomly opened trade and losing money until I learned my lesson. After losing of 100k, Then I learned my lesson. Okay, it's okay to lose. I would recommend that always keep your trading account size smaller size, so that you always lose a small, because if you lose big and then learn the lesson, it might be hard for you to come back. Everyone needs to learn the lesson. This is how the life works. This is the humility that we need to accept in life, that everyone needs, we need some kind of lesson to learn along the way to be you see that our mind, especially the subconscious level, is programmed from very early, and without learning proper understanding, going through adversity, what you can say, we normally do not feel worthy of getting something in life. So this is the reality of life, and so that's why create obstacle for yourself by with a smaller account. Okay, if you are a soccer player, then how do you train yourself? You need to put some obstacle, and then you need to do the exercise every day, right? Because otherwise in the real field it will be, you can't compete. Similarly, create yourself some obstacle with a smaller account and then try to overcome it, and that's how you learn and grow as a trader. And always welcome challenges, adversity, then you can grow in the real sense. Okay, you can become profitable trader. You can live the life that you really dream of. Okay, let's look at GBP USD. Okay, looking at GBP USD, you see that movement. Okay, so we see that movement from bigger picture perspective on GBP USD. We can see that this is the daily. Okay, significant drop, and I think that this market might continue to drop to this support level, or we could see at least to this level. Now, as I mentioned, it's against the trend movement, so as the monthly close is coming, we could see that the price coming down for a deeper pullback. So I don't want to say where GBP USD is heading to or how far it will come, because it's in a downtrend, a bigger picture on an uptrend, but now currently locally downtrend, but this drop is against the trend. Okay, and with this drop, the price has broken the support level. This is what I mentioned in this trade also. I put this one on pre-London session, that was planning to go short, and then we bought Euro GBP, so I didn't double up 2 GBP pairs. Now I think that with that news coming up, we might see that spike. Okay, let's see how it goes. So GBP getting weaker, along with the Euro GBP getting stronger. And let me see that on dollar yen also moving up. Let's look at dollar yen. Okay, if we look at the bigger picture from the 4 hour, so we see that from the bigger picture perspective on dollar yen, what we see that this is a liquidity gap. Okay, and second time we saw the prices come down here, and then from that level has rejected. Now this candle, okay, afterwards we will see another one coming up, which is the news candle. And I think the dollar yen, you can see it grabbed liquidity many times, cross how many 1 hour candles low, and then bounce to the upside, so which is a potentially bullish. So I normally trade with the trend in majority of the time. I think that's the the most profitable way to trade. Okay, trading with the trend will always keep you in the edge and holding a trade for bigger profit. Okay, trading with the trend and then holding it for bigger profit, these are the two things that one must master to be trading with the trend, and holding a trade for bigger picture is the key to be successful as a trader. Keep in mind, guys. Now you can see dollar yen is moving in the direction of the trend from bigger picture perspective. Okay, and if you look at the weekly, already the price, it's a very strongly bull market. I think that this is the last week of the month, because the price started its move. We could see that dollar yen is hitting this liquidity zone, or even hitting further to the upside. Okay, there's imbalance here. Okay, you can see there are long wick candles here. Okay, and that long wick candles are very significant, and we could see this market just bouncing to the upside to that long wick candle zone. So looking at the daily, we see the same thing, dollar yen. Okay, looking at the 4 hour, we can see that dollar yen is bullish, and this candle might go a bit more to the upside. If we go long from here, it will be too much big stop loss, 65 pip. Even the news is coming. Let's see, if dollar yen during the news had another spike down, that will be awesome for bigger move to the upside. Let's see. But as a if you're not an aggressive trader, I would say that this is a trade here on dollar yen, which is a bullish for me, but I'm not going long yet, because I want to see a little more. We are trying a gold trade, and let's see how it goes. Doubling up will not be a good idea, but if we see that another spike, then we look for buying definitely on dollar yen. Okay, going back to the gold trade. Okay, so you see that gold, you can see the market forming doji here, and this is the 5 minutes. $15 minutes, and 1 hour. Okay, so four hour. So you see local this move on gold. So locally we might see some upturn, but the pricing is still bearish to me. It's not a very strongly bullish market. Locally we might see some little bit of pullback to the upside in that zone, then we can expect it to drop again to the downside on gold. All right, guys, so let's see. Okay, looking at the Euro GBP again, Euro GBP very strongly bullish, and if we look at the daily, I think we could see that movement on Euro GBP. The probability for going to do this is very high. You might see 8.87 crossed. Okay, price might cross 0.8700. Okay, very high probability. From the 1 hour, you can see with this is where we have entered the trade. You can see how we find the entry here, and you see that when you understand the market structure, it becomes much easier for you to read the market, to understand how the market might be moving. And you can see the price grab liquidity a few times here on Euro GBP. Okay, and then had a bounce to the upside. And if you look at the trade, that what really worked out, you can look at. So what did I looked at? See what was in my mind when I was posting this trade on Euro GBP. The first thing that was in my mind is this one. You see there is a liquidity grab here, very important candle. Second thing, because it grabbed initially, liquidity has come down for a pullback, and then we saw that again the price grab liquidity. Now this candle was not closed that time, still 1 hour 11 minutes remaining. See, timing also important. There are many factors that I look at when I open trade, that I think that you also staying here, you will also learn the same thing. The first factor that I look at is the timing also, okay, along with the trend. Like in that candle period, what time is it now, how the price is planning, especially let's say what other, like I see market as a live object. You saw that I talk like that because when the price moves, I think that they're like a live things. So what the price is planning, basically what other traders are planning, it's very important to see. And if you look at this narrow doji, see, keep in mind guys that when you see the doji, okay, narrow candle is crossed and grab liquidity, that's a very powerful signal. Okay, you can note down, when you see smaller dojis are crossed and grab liquidity in the direction of the trend, you'll see it's a very high probability. The setup, give a big thumbs up now, subscribe to the channel. There's a lot of things that I haven't shared with you. I will share with you, all of you guys. Make sure you stay subscribed and press that bell button so that you don't miss out any of the content that we are releasing every single day. So I'm gonna pause for 2 seconds. Everyone have time to do that. That's awesome. Thank you for supporting the channel. And also, if you're looking for a regulated broker, you can use EverTrade. They're regulated by SEC, FC, everywhere. So any capital you trade is always in a safe hand. So I recommend you to trade in a regulated broker. There is a link in the description area for EverTrade. They are currently offering 20% bonus on your account for Forex Wizard subscribers. So use the code Wizard. I'll give a link in the live chat as well. So you can use that code Wizard to claim that bonus. So click the link, register for free, and then start trading with a regulated broker. For those who already registered, I recommend you to start trading. Maybe you can start with a smaller account. $100 account will give you a boost as a trader, because when you trade on the live account, you see how the market moves and learn and grow as a trader. So, and from that zone, we saw that Euro GBP has bounced to the upside. Now, couple of factors that I looked at: liquidity, market structure, price action, and the news and the timing. Okay, so this is what used here. It's our news and price action trading strategy. Is very important and powerful trading strategy that I use. It's taking into consideration how the news will be released, and that is very powerful trading strategy that you can learn. If you are our lifetime member, you can see on your student dashboard. Okay, let's look at now. Let me see the gold again. We saw some upside. Okay, so we might see, let me see this, how this candle is closing. 1 hour candle. Now as the news is coming, there is a probability for, see, I won't still be impressed to trade against the trend. Trading with the trend is the biggest thing that one can ever have. Okay, so the price had a primarily a rejection from the support, but you can see that this is a very strongly bearish market. Not a good idea at all to go long. Instead, I'll wait for opportunity to sell again if I find. Alright guys, so let's see. Thank you. Euro, yep. NASDAQ, yeah, absolutely, we'll be looking at that. Fake move, yeah, that's what you see, that NASDAQ, yeah, we see that fake move. Fake move is always a part of trading, okay, and especially the price do the bigger move when it does the fake move. NASDAQ, yeah. Kennedy, have been learning through this harsh moment of mine. Yeah, I see that Kennedy. This is where I understand it's sometimes it becomes very hard, but once you are patient, you get the reward. Okay, keep in mind that anything, the most patient will always get the reward. This is the law of the universe. Any trade beyond gold, yeah, we'll be looking at that. Hello GBP JPY. GBP is frustrating me. I thought it was up, but now, yeah, little bit of downside because of the GBP. Yeah, I think that you can see the market again. So the price is not being able to go up. Whenever it's going up, the sellers are selling. Dollar yen, take extreme care. Thank you very much. Big day for dollar yen. Yep, big day for yen. And we see the dollar yen is reflecting that. Gold, yep. Thank you very much, Kennedy. Yeah, you're always welcome. Okay, so you can see that gold again downside after testing this 20 EMA. Again, we saw that movement. Okay, there's a 4-hour candle close coming in all the instrument. Let's look at that. Let's see. So AUD looks very weaker, including AUD USD and AUD JPY. Also AUD NZD. AUD USD has a very strong drop. With this narrow candle, the price completely separated. CAD CHF, one of you asked for CAD CHF. Let me see. CAD CHF is it's a currently bullish market, but you saw a rejection from the top. Let me see the monthly. CAD CHF from the monthly perspective, this is a long-term bearish market, but you saw back-to-back 2 months of bullish momentum, and we might see CAD CHF may continue to rise to the upside. If we look at the weekly, you can see this is the weekly move, and I think that CAD CHF in a very high liquidity zone. We could see some short-term movement. Now from the daily and from the 4-hour, I think this price might start to move to the upside. Okay, because you can see it's a long-term bull market. Now there is one probability is that if you look at this support, it could come back down to the support and then could continue to rise to the upside, which is very highly likely to happen as there is a monthly close coming. Okay, so looking back to the gold again, we see that gold has dropped. So you see that gold, after crossing this doji, okay, so 15 minutes fairly bearish. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, this is where we see that the price has gone up. And then grab liquidity, and we saw that again the price is a very important price action to look at on gold. If we look at this 15 minutes, we can see the candle is closing as a bearish candle. Okay, so current sessions candle for 15 minutes. is bearish. Let me see. Little bit of imbalance here, but still okay. So we can see potentially okay, slowly turning to bearish. Let's see what it does. We'll be looking at as soon as we'll find an entry. Let me see the Euro GBP. This one has gone up, a little bit of pullback now. GBP JPY had a massive drop, including the GBP USD. NZD also had a massive drop. So I think the euro dollar also. Euro a bit stronger, but it also had a drop. You know, with the monthly close. Now, if you remember my pre-London session live, this is what I mentioned, that euro dollar might be forming a head and shoulder. If you look at this daily, you can see that head and shoulder. And normally the price, you know, sometimes find it difficult to go vertically like that without gaining momentum. I think now euro dollar highly likely will slowly drop back to this support level. If you look at bigger picture, you can see this dynamic resistance line, and I think that euro dollar might come back to the support line again, and then we could see again going up. It could be in this range, but it's a big range from the lower time frame. If you look at the 4-hour candle on euro dollar, which is closing, this is a multiple liquidity candle. From the lower time frame perspective, I think euro dollar might continue to drop along with other pairs like the GBP USD. So news is very important to look at, right? Let's see, including the gold. So we saw candle close. Let me see all of them, guys, to see which one is trading. The dollar yen. So dollar yen formed this bullish candle. Okay, so if we look at dollar yen, what we see that from the bigger picture, looking at the weekly and also monthly, we already looked at, it's a bull market from the daily as well. Now from the 4-hour, we see this bullish candle. Okay, as the news is coming, I think if the price managed to break the low, and we could see, you know, liquidity graph from here, but it might remain bullish as it is a long-term bull market. Okay, so let me see NASDAQ. Now NASDAQ, if we look at the daily, before news coming up. Let's look at the NASDAQ. Now looking at NASDAQ, what do you see that from the weekly, this is an overextended to the upside and to this resistance line, and from that resistance we saw that NASDAQ had a rejection previous week. There's a bearish candle. This week so far we have seen that the price has reached this level and slowly now coming down. If we look at the daily, we can see the same kind of pattern here on daily perspective, and this is a daily resistance. The price created this fake move to the upside and then immediately rejected. Now with the rejection, we saw that NASDAQ had a move, has broken down to this support level on the 20 EMA. I think that we might see a bit more downside as we see that the market is forming here bearish price action. We could see that NASDAQ coming down again to this support level. Okay, very highly likely to happen to this support. And as you can see, the market grabbing liquidity from the top. I think we could see that NASDAQ dropping down and continuing to the downside to create a new lower low. So let's see how it goes. I think NASDAQ is bearish. Let's see how we can find next opportunity on NASDAQ. Going back to gold. Okay, so gold, whenever going up, the sellers are selling. So this 1 hour doji is also a bearish candle. So gold is forming, there's a head and shoulder here. Okay, so we see that potentially bearish price action. Let me see. Okay guys, let me know in the live chat. Okay, so why is it big days? Yeah, because there is some announcement coming up, that's why. Gbpusd, how can I be lifetime member? Gbpusd, you can be lifetime member by now. You don't have to have a large account. Okay, you don't have to have a large account. You can click the link in the first link in the description, or you can find a link at the top of this live chat where you are writing the chat website address, or I can give you the website address here. So mentorship, so once you click the website and then visit the website, click join now button, it will be taken to the page where you can join. You don't have to have a large account. Euro dollar, thank you. Euro USD, absolutely, thank you very much. We'll be looking at that. So you see gold trade that we are running, and which is, I'm expecting it to give us the full profit after the Euro GBP trade. Now let me see that on euro dollar. Okay, euro dollar, after this drop, now the price might go up for a pullback. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I normally trade, what do I look at when I sell? I must need to see a downtrending market. Now, how do I see the downtrending market? See, if you look at this euro dollar, this is a, you see the price, can see, where do I look at, where what's happening here? The price is creating series of high and low, right? So when the price creates a series of high and low, it's in fact not in a downtrend, it's in an uptrend. You see, this is what, look at other scenario. Let's say, look at the gold scenario. Okay, now if you look at gold, what do you see? The price is creating series of lower high, right? It's a downtrend. But if you look at euro dollar, you see that in fact the price is creating series of high and low. You see, this is where the key points to look at. Now, when I see the price is creating series of high and low, I do not sell those market. Okay, even there is a liquidity. Say liquidity could be two-edged sword. Okay, if you identify liquidity opposite direction of the trend, then you might see that the market is going against you. That's why the first priority that I put in my trading is the trend. 70% of my bias comes from the trend. Trend is very, very important. The rest bias comes from the rest of the, so basically trend is for the direction, and then liquidity and price action for entry. These are the things that that I look at, and every professional trader look in the same way. Even the price goes drop a lot, I try to avoid trading against the trend, because anytime the market will reverse, or you see that the market moves very, very slow or in a painful way when you trade against the trend. But when you trade with the trend, it will go by the flow. Right? Let's say Euro GBP trade that we have to see that how it moved smoothly in just 3 hours time. Okay, 1 2 3 4, yeah, in a matter of 4 hours we got 2% on this one. Okay, 2 to 1 reward to risk, because I consider, you see, series of high and low. So that's why I bought when I see the series of high and low instead of selling. So the trend is up, and then there are other factors. We have strategy that defines the rules, the how we look at. If you are our lifetime member, you can look at news and price action strategy and TF strategy, both satisfying the rules that we have opened Euro GBP trade that has given us the full profit that we needed. If you are a lifetime member, you can see on your student dashboard. If you are not, also I will invite you to join us. There's a lot to take from here if you want to really grow as a trader and move towards your trading career. This is an unique academy you will find ever, and once you are a lifetime member, you will be here forever. So I'll invite you to join us. There is a link in the description and also link at the top of the chat. Visit the website and then join us to be part of the trading community. So gold, okay, gold in fact has broken down. We see that potential movement. Okay, so we see as 15 minutes news is coming. Let's see how the market is evolving with the news. So we are almost near our TP is being hit. Let's see. I think that we should be able to see that TP hit as the news is coming. Spike will be downside, and we are secure on the trade. It's a risk-free trade, guys. You can see this the trade that we open twice, and that's a risk-free trade. And I want to see that it's going down and giving us the full 2 times on this one. So 2 times on Euro GBP, 2 times on gold, and let's see how it goes again on the next one that we can find. Let's look at the DXY. Okay, DXY, you can see that there is a very strong bullish move on DXY. Now that move on DXY from this liquidity zone has this. If you look at my weekly forex forecast, I will recommend you to watch my DXY analysis. This is what I mentioned, that DXY is likely to drop back to the support and then to move back up again, and DXY is doing exactly as it is. Now you can see that if we look at weekly on DXY, I think from the support level, the price now again bouncing to the upside. I think we could see that DXY moving towards its long-term uptrend again. Okay, this is a long-term uptrend. You can see with this impulse correction we can expect another impulse. From the daily also you see this potential bullish. From 4 hour as well, you can see that market is potentially bullish on DXY. As the news is coming, I think that this market might be getting volatile to the upside. So you'll see that completely mirror on euro dollar. As you can see, this is as I mentioned, this is an uptrend, so that's why we didn't sell it, but we could see that downside on euro dollar. If we look at the daily, it might come back to this daily 20 EMA on euro dollar and then might be moving up or coming down further. So you see that you can see GBP CHF also after the middleman, the price has a massive movement to the downside. Okay, so you can see GBP CHF, okay, where we see that on this market on GBP CHF, that this is a middleman that we talk about all the time. Okay, there is a pin bar with strong liquidity gap, and with this pin bar the price has a strong drop followed by a middleman, which is a very nice looking bearish price action, and we have seen that from that level price has dropped towards the downside, which is a very good price action, and highly likely that GBP CHF may continue to drop in that direction. Okay, so we can expect the price to move to the downside, and very highly likely if you look at the weekly, you know, this is a bigger picture bullish. Monthly you can see weekly, and the price is coming down for a deeper pullback. We could see with that movement the price even coming back to this previous resistance and support, and from the daily as well we see that after forming this consolidation and head and shoulder, the price has broken down, and we can expect the price slowly come back down. I think that we could see further drop. It might break this swing low before creating another move to the upside. So GBP CHF also bearish. Most of the GBP pairs we see the downside. So going back to gold, gold is forming very interesting price action, trying to drop again, going back up. Okay, so we see that now again some upside. This is a very strongly bearish market. I'll hesitate to buy definitely. So let me see all of them to see. So basically we see very strong breakdown on GBP pairs and also JPY. So GBP and JPY both are getting stronger along with the USD. Dollar yen has created this bullish move. If we look at okay guys, I'll just take a 30 seconds break. We'll come back to you. Let me see, 5 minutes remaining for the news. We saw again gold has a little bit of upside, struggling to drop, but at the same time you can see whenever moving to the upside, the sellers again selling this market. Very, very interesting price action. All right, so now we could see that spike in a downside, or maybe we could see that spike up and then coming down. Let me see the 15 minutes. So very, very important. It's coming up. So GBP JPY has a complete breakdown. Okay, it was a very long-term bullish market. If you look at the GBP JPY, if you look at the monthly, we can see that this market has come down well. Now it's gone up well above, and we could see that this price now coming down for a deeper pullback, and it might come back well below here. Okay, closing as a very long wick candle, which is possible, and then again to go up again on the monthly, new monthly close, because the price reached that kind of important resistance zone. We could see that GJ coming down to the support level again here. Okay, and then we could see GBP JPY in the new monthly opening going up. So there is a probability for deeper pullback. How far it will drop, we'll see from the price action. Once the market structure broken, we could see that movement. I think GJ, this is the daily price action. We could see that if it breaks down, you might see that swing low at least broken, and that is where we could see the price testing this 20 EMA. Now from 4-hour perspective, okay, there is a, this is the drop. So let's see how it goes. We'll be looking at from the bigger picture perspective all the time. So gold has gone up again, and just 2 minutes we could see that a spike to the upside. So we are risk-free trade. If it goes up, we are out of the trade, but we close half profit on this one, so we are covered. And if we are taken out of the trade, we are gone, but no problem at all. We already secured half profit, the other half stop loss is here. So let me see how it goes as the news coming up in just 2 minutes time. Okay, so it's gonna be very volatile, definitely. Let me see. So Euro GBP is still pushing high. as GBP JPY. GBP JPY might have a stronger break because it's already broken the market structure. Okay, this is the market structure. Support level broken. We could see coming down well below and then grabbing liquidity for moving to the upside. Gold has gone up. Okay, it's taken out of the trade, no problem. So you see that gold from the bigger picture, from 5 minutes. Okay, so you see that now let me see what it is trying to do. So it might feel the imbalance here. Okay, so okay, because if you look at the daily again on gold, let me see that it's a long-term downtrending market, and this movement on gold, what I think that as volatility coming, we could see that the buyers again taking this price to the resistance zone where there is a daily opening and closing. Okay, that's the spike. So we saw that euro dollar also had a spike. GBP USD on the same level. Let me see. Euro GBP pushing high. I'm just looking at all of them to see how the price is reacting. So GJ is almost downside, but gold had a significant bounce. Okay, so after grabbing liquidity, we could see that sometimes very patience needed, because the market moving against the trend, and we can't definitely will not be opening any trade against the trend. When you find a trade, definitely look for opening with the trend is the key. So this is what I was discussing on Eurodollar. If you remember that the market is creating series of higher low on Eurodollar, which is in an uptrend, and with that series of higher low, always anything can happen, but the bias is always to the upside. So if we look at, we had a pending order on a USD, so the price didn't trigger. It has gone up without taking us. I'll keep that on, because a USD, what I think that will move to the upside. USD, I think bigger picture, we could see the price might turn to be a bullish market. If you look at the monthly, you can see there's a long wick candle. The price might go ahead and break this high to create a new higher high. So the only thing here is that leaving the pending order, if near the daily close we could see that spread widening, that could be a trouble, but we'll keep that on until the daily close. If we see the trend triggered, then we'll close that pending order. So from most of the pairs, what we see that on GJ is downside, gold. Okay, so let's see if it is a fake move. Guys, let me know in the chat how you're doing. Thank you very much. CNBC is the news. Okay, please do CHF JPY. Yeah, we'll be looking at that. Thank you very much. All about to speak. Yep, euro dollar explain. Yep, looks like gold coin. Yep, 10:30 minutes news. GBP CHF, what do you think? GBP CHF tool looks to me that bearish. We'll be discussing it. Now, could you check US oil today? There is a news. Yep, absolutely. So you see that gold, you can see from after breaking the high again, price is jumping down. Okay, so you see that downside on gold again. So it's still, the price is in a consolidation and liquidity grab from both sides, but finally we could see that it's moving in the direction of the major trend. CHF JPY. So all the JPY pairs is bullish, including the CHF JPY. CHF JPY is very strongly bullish. If we look at the 4-hour, we can see that this market was moving in this uptrending market structure, creating series of higher high and higher low. Now in a couple of sessions we saw that locally drop, local breakdown. With this local breakdown, the price has come to this level where there is the previous resistance line turning support, and with that level, what I think that CHF JPY highly likely we could see after grabbing liquidity long-term picture, we might see the prices heading towards the upside again. It's a bigger picture bull market, bigger picture, and we can expect the price to remain bullish over time. So if you look at, okay, Euro GBP has made a massive move today. Okay, we had a trade, as you can see, on Euro GBP. This we have got 2 to 1, could hold it, but 2 to 1 is very good risk to reward. This is the trade that also sent to the VIPs, and as you can see, Euro GBP has moved in the direction that we have expected, and I already discussed what did I looked at on that trade, all the details. If you want to know learn the strategy that I'm trading and also be part of the trading community, you can join us. There's a link in the description. You can visit the website. Any question, let us know in the live chat. Any question, I will be able to help you. Link in the description and also link at the top of the chat. Click join now button on the website, and then you will be able to join us for any if you want to be a lifetime member, you can be, or any other way you can join us. I'll recommend you to go ahead and do it, because once you do that, your learning growing become 10 times faster. Okay, what you do by yourself, you can do it 10 times faster, definitely, no doubt about it. Okay, the news is on US. Yeah, thanks coach, no problem Derek, thank you very much. So we see that basically just looking at all of them, gold again reverse back after grabbing massive liquidity. Now we can sell, but there is a little bit of confusion for me, is the 1900 level. Okay, now this 1 hour candle is a bearish candle, and from 15 minutes this is a bearish candle. Okay, only concern here is the price is hitting this 1900 level. We could see, because it's a psychological level, that bounce. Let me see that 15 minutes candle on gold. you see that potential, you know, the price action is now bearish after grabbing liquidity. As I mentioned earlier, the price has gone up just to gather liquidity, now has broken down. We could see now a retest, or without retest we might see that movement coming up. All right, so okay traders, so what I see that gold, as expected, it's dropping down. Let me see a bit more better price action for, and we had already trade early today on gold. I want to have one more or two more in the upcoming session and upcoming time. So also you had a euro GBP trade which worked out very well. Let's see where we can find an entry again in all of them. I sincerely believe that, guys, you enjoyed this live session, and any question, don't hesitate to ask me using the live chat. So with that said, I'm going to end the session. I'll see you again tomorrow, again in another live. I'll keep watching the price action for an entry. What I see that gold is downside, and we'll look for entry opportunity for selling again. And thank you very much. Hope that you enjoyed. I'll see you again, guys, tomorrow twice, and make sure you give a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out. If you want to join us to learn our strategies and also to trade with us, you can join. There is a link in the description and also link at the top of the chat. And also, if you are looking for regulated broker, our recommended broker is EverTrade. You can join EverTrade using the link. Use code USD for 20% bonus on your trading account. Thank you. I'll see you soon. Until that, stay well, stay happy, manage your risk when you trade. See you.